6 months on YouTube. I can't believe it, but for the last 6 months straight, every week, I've been putting out videos all about stickers. That is 26 videos that literally only talk about stickers. And in this process, being on YouTube, putting out weekly videos, sharing social media content, and talking about stickers, I've learned quite a bit about YouTube, the process of making content, marketing content, and in general, a couple of business tips. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 6 things that I've learned after 6 months of YouTube. Hey, what's up? It's Zach. I'm the founder of Sticky. Sticky came about because I was thinking in the depths of quarantine about what my skill sets are, what am I the best at, how can I help people expand their business? And I realized that after spreading 1 million stickers around the world, that I'm probably the best person to talk about sticker marketing. And so I started Sticky as a way to share all of my knowledge from spreading 1 million stickers and years of using stickers to grow a lifestyle brand. So for the last 6 months, I've been talking all about stickers. Now, moving forward, I'm going to expand this channel to talk about more than just stickers. Yeah, stickers are really cool. If you don't have stickers, you should definitely make them. But there's so much more that goes into running a successful business than just stickers. So moving forward, I'm going to be talking about all the different marketing strategies, all the lessons I've learned, some tactics, skills, and ideas about how to help you scale your business. Whether you're in e-commerce, whether you're growing a lifestyle brand, maybe you're a solopreneur, or maybe you just like marketing in general. I'm going to be talking about all of the marketing strategies that can help grow a business. So stay tuned, hit that bell button, subscribe, and keep coming to hang out because it's about to be a lot more diverse, and most likely everything that I'm going to talk about is going to help you grow your business. But in this video, I'm talking about 6 lessons that I've learned now being on YouTube for 6 months. The first thing I've learned about is that YouTube isn't really that hard. You put out 1 video a week, you shoot some content, and release it. It's actually a pretty straightforward concept. One of the reasons that it's straightforward is that most of the videos that I've been talking about are second nature to me. I know so much about stickers. I've lived in the depths of sticker marketing, producing stickers, shipping stickers, designing stickers, using stickers for various purposes, all the strategy of stickers. And I can talk about that all day, probably like you can. If you're an expert in your field, you can probably talk about that all day. It just rattles off your tongue, you can just flow, and it's really easy. And for that reason, starting a YouTube isn't that hard because you're talking about what you're an expert at and you're just sharing your expertise with the world. So if you're sitting out there and thinking, hey, I'm really good at what I do, I love what I do, I love my business, I want to share my experiences with others so that they can do better, I highly suggest trying it out because most likely you have knowledge and skills that the world needs to hear because you've made the mistakes, you've suffered the consequences, you've been on the roller coaster of entrepreneurship, or even as an employee scaling the corporate ladder, or anything that you can be a mom, you can be a nurse, you have a set of skills that you've developed that the world needs. The second lesson I've learned is that consistency is so important. Yes, it's easy to hit record, talk about what you're good at, but staying consistent and putting out a weekly video is really hard because it has a timeline, it has a deadline, you have to plan, you have to execute, you have to produce, edit, all of the stuff that comes with a video. And consistency is really hard, but it's worth it. Trust me, sticking with something and having a weekly flow makes such a difference in how you go about the content creation, the ideas behind it, all of the effort that it takes to release something, because you know that that video has to go out no matter what. It's a crazy process to think about. Literally every week on Tuesday night, I'm editing videos, I'm uploading to YouTube, I'm adding in different content, I'm writing keywords, I'm writing the description, I'm creating the thumbnail, all the stuff that goes into releasing a YouTube video just to stay consistent. And honestly, it's really hard. I am not great at consistent. Really this year, I've been focusing on consistency with YouTube, obviously, but also in other areas of my life because I'm just generally not a consistent person. However, I know that every Wednesday morning at 8:15, my YouTube video has to go out, hell or high water. And so I really focus on that deadline, which drops into place a lot of the other things that I need to do to release the video. So for sure, consistency is a huge part of this. And then just getting in the routine of shooting the video, editing, it creates a nice flow that is replicable, and it becomes even easier the more time you have underneath your belt. So every week, these videos get just a little bit easier. I learn a little bit more because of the consistency. So number 2 is for sure, stay consistent every week, put out a piece of content. That could be on YouTube, it could be on Instagram, it could be on Facebook, it could be on LinkedIn. It doesn't matter where you're releasing content, but the consistency of promoting your expertise is really important for outside people to see that you are an expert. If you put out a video one time, every once in a while, very randomly, they're not gonna get that consistent feedback that you're really good at what you do. So when you can create something consistently, share your knowledge, talk about what you're doing on a consistent basis, it really hits home that you know what you're talking about and that you're committed to this. So stay consistent. If you're making content out there, keep making it. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're creating content, what type of content you're creating, because I want to support you in being consistent, because it's by far the number one thing that makes this happen and that makes YouTube worth it. The third thing that I've learned is that it's really not just about YouTube. YouTube is merely the distribution, but there's so much more that goes into creating weekly content that affects all areas of your life. Not only are you shooting something and you're thinking about positioning and where's this light coming from and what's in the background over here and what's the placement and how do you make it look as good as possible, but you're also thinking about, okay, how do I edit this? Do I bring in some text from the side, or do I bring in text from the top? Or how's my audio? How am I gonna market this? What are people gonna look at? Are they gonna click on this thumbnail? What is the promotion strategy? Does this go out on LinkedIn? Does this go out on Facebook or Instagram? What are people gonna think of me? How does this make me look to the outsider? Do I sound good? Is my mic quality? There's so much more that goes into this than just YouTube. YouTube is one part of it, but creating consistent content is really a full, well-rounded vehicle that stimulates so many different parts of your life. So if you're working on your marketing, if you're working on your copywriting, your design skills, your marketing strategy, or your emails, or whatever, all of that happens in this YouTube promotion process, and going through it and having that weekly consistency forces you to get better at each of these areas. It's really cool that I create all of my thumbnails in Canva, so I can scroll through Canva and see the progression of my thumbnail skills and what I've done, and I can see the progress and learn about the process of what my thumbnails look like, because I wasn't really good at thumbnails and I've gotten a lot better, and I have a lot more deeper knowledge of thumbnail creation now that I've done this for 6 months straight. So really, yes, YouTube is the vehicle. Your vehicle could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be LinkedIn, it could be so many different email, whatever it is. Stepping to that process creates your more well-rounded arsenal of skills, so you can become better at more areas than just YouTube. So it is so much deeper than YouTube, and I've learned that I still have so far to go, which leads me to this next lesson. Promotion is so much harder than creation. To set up a camera, put some lights on, record audio, drop it into Premiere, make a couple cuts, and export is really not that hard. What really is difficult is getting people to your YouTube channel and how do you market and promote your content. And that is way harder and takes way more depth and more skills than just creating the content. Not gonna lie, I haven't been the best at promoting the content that I've been creating. My goal has been to just put out the content. No matter what, as long as I have a weekly video that goes out, that's been my goal for the last 6 months. Have I promoted every video every week? No. Do I send out an email? No. Am I driving traffic to my website so that I can collect emails? No, I'm not. Do I put this on LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook all in the same week? No, because creation is not that hard, but promotion takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. And so really that's a big lesson that I've learned in moving forward is how can I actually take this content that I'm creating and promote it so that it maximizes the value of the content. So yes, go create the content, but also allocate enough time to promote it so that you can have the results that you want out of creating the video, but you gotta get people to see it. The fifth lesson that I've learned out of this whole process is you really don't know what people want until you start giving them something. You don't know what content people want. You don't know what they're gonna watch. You don't know what they're gonna be interested in until you start testing. Most people think that you can sit behind a computer, make this plan, have this whole strategy, and then ship it, and it will work perfectly. But that's just like sitting in the sands, eating popcorn, thinking that you can go out on the court and play the game because you've watched so many games. Until you're out on the court dribbling the basketball, you really have no idea what's gonna happen. And the same happens with content. You really need to get in the creation process to understand what happens, what people like, and what they're gonna respond to. Because if you're just sitting there thinking about the strategy, hypothesizing your brand tagline, thinking about the content that people want, you don't know what's gonna happen until you actually start dishing it out. And so you gotta start testing, period. Start testing, start creating content, start releasing it, promote it, get it in front of people, and see what people respond to. Do they like this setup where I'm sitting here talking to the camera and it looks really clean? Or is it more of the vlog content? Or is it more of the sticker reviews that I was doing for a while? Or do people want to learn about other areas outside of stickers? I don't know until I actually give people the opportunity to let them know, to let them let me know what they actually want. So if you're thinking about creating a YouTube channel and you don't know exactly where to start, maybe you want to start a personal brand or you want to start a business, my suggestion is just to start testing. Start really small, create something, try to sell it. Create something, publish it. Shoot a photo, shoot a video, draw, make art, whatever it is. Just start that process, because the further that you can walk along that journey of being an artist or a creator, the more you're gonna know about yourself that you're interested in, the more you're gonna know about what people wanna watch, and the better you're gonna get at finding that balance of being able to provide value that also is received as highly as you want to give it. So you don't ever know what exactly people are gonna care about. You don't know what's gonna get the most views. You don't know what's gonna perform the best, but try it anyway. I've been doing this for 6 months, learning every step of the way what people want, and I've refined what I think people want. I've heard feedback. I've had dozens of calls about stickers, and I've learned so much just by starting this process. So if you're in this seat, I highly suggest just starting. Create some videos, create an idea, put out weekly content, and start along this journey, because you're gonna learn so much more when you're actually on the court playing the game rather than just spectating from the stands. I believe in you. You can do it. Start that process. It's a blast. Trust me. The last thing that I've learned, you gotta have fun with it. You can't be creating something, you can't be an artist or a creator or a business person and dread the process. You really have to enjoy the ups and downs, the creative intuition, the feedback, the publishing, all the ideation, all of it. Make sure first and foremost that you're having fun. This has to be a fun time. We're not here on this planet for a long time. So if you're not having fun with it, you got to be done with it. Keep it fresh, keep it creative, keep having fun, because that comes through the camera. People can see that you are enjoying this, that you're making it because you like it, not because you have to, that you enjoy the topics and the themes and everything around it. And you really want to come from that place of fun and enjoyment and excitement rather than the opposite. So definitely the biggest thing that I've learned from 6 months is having fun with this journey, trying new things, failing, not doing as good as I can, stumbling forward, but enjoying the process. These were 6 lessons that I've learned so far through YouTube. 6 months of it has been such a fun time, and I've learned so much about myself, about YouTube, about marketing, about Sticky. so many different elements, and it's for sure has opened so many doors. You don't know what's gonna stick, and you don't know once you walk further down the road what that's gonna reveal. And so I have found that my path is kind of veering away from stickers, because now 6 months later, I'm actually running out of ideas to share about stickers. But I am really interested in marketing. I have years and years of Facebook ads, of content creation, of community building, of social media marketing, of email marketing, all the things that has taken Live a Great Story into a 7-figure brand. And I realized that most people can benefit and learn from what I've shared and what I've learned and what I've experienced and my ups and downs through their business. And so if I can help you avoid so many of the mistakes that I've made so that you can accelerate your business more quickly, that you can grow faster, that you can monetize, then I hope that my information and my lessons can be a big impact for you and to help you move even more quickly. So if you haven't yet, definitely subscribe. I'm gonna be sharing tons more content all around brand building and marketing and how to scale your business. So definitely come back, keep watching these videos. Let me know below which one of these is a lesson that you've learned or that was the most interesting to you. Give me a comment, give me a subscribe, a follow, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next week with a brand new format for this channel. Thanks.